All right, we should be good now. Thank you guys for letting me know I don't have any sound. It is Monday, December 8th here. We have some Monday night football tonight. We have I think there's only 3 NBA games. So a small slate of games to look at. So we probably won't have too many plus EV plays. I think now is a good time to answer as many questions as I can because we're not going to be betting as much today. I don't think so. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are having a better December than me because I'm getting absolutely destroyed to start this month. Negative 22% ROI, almost down $5,000 in the first, we're talking 1 week of December. It's been brutal. I guess today's a new week. But yeah, last week, first week of December, absolutely brutal. My year still looks pretty good. Honestly, still slightly disappointed to where I'm sitting at now with only a 1.1% ROI and $20,000. I mean, at the end of the day, making probably almost $2,000 a month doing this. But that ROI is just so much lower than I really expected. Played a bunch of different strategies this year. A lot of them did not work. So ended up taking some hits and some losing some profits, trying some different strategies. Because like my bot this year is up 24,000, so it's like $4,000 trying some other stuff as well. Yeah, the tax stuff is tomorrow night. I think I screwed up on the post. I think I said Monday night, but I had the wrong date. So tomorrow we'll be having Gary Conler on, who is a CPA. He specializes in like the gambling industry, deals with a lot of professional poker players, a lot of professional sports bettors, and he will be on tomorrow night. I'll be running kind of an interview with him to talk about the big beautiful bill and the expense deduction going from 100% down to 90 on being able to deduct your losses. So I want to hear from him what he thinks about it, maybe what we can do to continue betting. This is a big industry. People are going to find ways to still bet legally and do it correctly. Hopefully the next month or so, they'll clean this bill up and it won't be a thing. So hopefully this is all overkill to even talk about it. But I think tomorrow is going to be a great episode. I'd also like to just cover, the year of 2025 was a normal year when it comes to gambling taxes. And, a lot of people in our Discord are new to gambling or maybe new to needing to claim taxes on profits for the first time in their life. So we will go over, the basic steps of reporting your taxes on gambling, when it makes sense to file professionally, stuff like that. So it's going to be a really great episode. Yeah, I have 11,000 bets this year. It's a volume game. I personally don't even like 11,000. Divided by 11,000 bets per month. What is that per day? Like 30 bets a day, 1,000 a month. Yeah, so it's like 30 bets a day on average. Sounds like a lot, but some days you get out like 100. You can really bang through them. But I spend a lot of my time getting up early, placing bets, and then just like throughout the day when I have time. But 1 year I'm up like 20 grand. Like I said, kind of disappointed with the results. But years ago, if I told myself I could make $1,000 in a year betting, I'd be pumped. So I got to keep myself reality check a little bit. It's also what I'm able to do with my time. Very busy now. I have big limits on a lot of my accounts. So Rivers can bet $1 on Bet Rivers. Yeah, exactly. That sucks. All right, I'm going to open up FanDuel first. There must be some promos tonight, right? Let's look at some promos, and then I'll hop over to the SharpMoney Plus EV page, look at some bets coming through. Log into FanDuel real quick. Honestly, like FanDuel is one of my only outs where I can get down a few $100s, and I was crushing them all year long. And then this last like month and a half, I'm down like 11 grand on FanDuel. So like FanDuel all of a sudden has been getting me. So I got 25% same game parlay for tonight, but that's the only promo I'm seeing here on FanDuel. So let's look. I'm going to go look at the promo group to see if anyone posted this promo. FanDuel 25% profit boost. NBA 25% profit boost. Here's Greek. He's got Monday Night Football. If you don't know, the SharpMoney Discord is 100% free. In this community chat, we have a promos page where we have selected members that can post certain promos. We basically cover them all. I mean, this is all within one day. All these promos were posted across different sports books, and there are people that we trust with the Novig process, showing you guys what fair value is and what bets to actually get down on. Speaking of Greek, want to congratulate him on moving up to SharpMoney VIP. He has been originating NBA player props this year for the premium group and absolutely crushing it. Greek's been a member for years now. I've had conversations with him before. So him and Mathwins are now working together, putting out as many NBA player props as they can in a single day. So, I mean, we're talking about when we're busy during the NBA season, you're talking about probably 50 bets a day between these guys who are both producing over 6% ROIs on NBA player props right now. So shout out to Greek for joining VIP and just being a great member of this community as well. And hopefully, this is your first year doing it. Hopefully you keep growing and we're all kind of new to the origination part of it. So shout out Greek. All right. Monday Night Football. What do we got here? Dallas Goedert, 4 receptions. Justin Herbert, under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Keenan Allen, 4+ receptions. So we have a 12% EV play, he says here. It looks like someone put a down arrow, so maybe the fair value changed. Fair value is plus 597. So we need this to be over 600 to have fair value. So let me opt in here first. So we'll see what we get. Yeah, so we're not even going to get fair value price here. So this parlay is no longer good. Which means everyone that tailed Greek at 681 has a very good price. So I'll save that for later. I'll probably throw something fun on it, honestly. Or we can look into FanDuel props. We have no props. Kind of a really slow day right now, to be honest. Here's one that popped up on MGM, which I'm not going to really be able to bet MGM, but maybe I'll place this on Novig. We see Pacers, Kings. A lot of movement towards the Kings here. The Pacers minus 5.5 plus 125. So I'm going to hop over to Novig and see if I can make this market. So let's go pro basketball. These games must be starting in any minute. Yeah. So we want Pacers minus 5.5. Plus 126 might not be bad. Yeah, plus 126 is a good price here. You see, Pinnacle, this pink line was priced at plus 122, and it got priced down to plus 116. So people are buying it at plus 122. We can buy it at plus 126 on Novig right now. So I'll throw a couple hundred on that, or we'll see what we can get. 126. So Pacers minus 5.5 plus 126 is what I'm taking. Some openers here. Penn State plus 3.5 minus 110 against Clemson. I mean, this is definitely worth playing. I'm at Circa's at 3, bookmakers at 3. We get the hook for no change in price. Let's see where Novig's on this one as well. I have to search here. Penn State versus Clemson. No one's even making this market. We can be first in the market. We essentially what we could do here, because no one's made this market. This is actually kind of crazy. We can make 3.5 plus. Honestly, we could take plus 105. It'll create a minus 105. It'll be best price on the board. So there, we'll start this order book up. First one's on this Clemson Penn State. That says best in market is minus. I'll change to that because minus 110 is fine. Or plus 100 is fine. That was weird. That could have been an automated bot where we just put a price in and someone just penny jumped us. Yeah, Novig cease and assist letter in New York. How long do you think we've gotten mass? Or I've gotten mass. There's already been chatter about the sweepstakes ban in Massachusetts. I haven't heard anything recently. What I'm really hoping for is that Novig and ProfitX get their CFCT contracts approved and we can trade them federally instead of state. So we'll see. I think it's coming soon. If you look at like Novig and ProfitX, like all of their wording is starting to move towards like prediction market wording. So I think they got something up their sleeves, but I'm not really sure. So yeah, New York getting shut down is massive. That sucks. Probably a lot of volume getting taken out there. I think it's kind of inevitable that they move to prediction markets and say, screw you, state. I've been kind of talking about this, but we're kind of in a bad situation where a lot of these sports books are launching prediction markets now outside of the states that they're regulated in. So if you're in a state that's regulated and has, state regulated sports betting and you're limited on all your accounts, not only can you not bet on the regulated books, but now the state regulators are also banning all the sweepstakes, banning anything you could actually bet on. And they're not gaining more volume towards the state regulated books because you're limited players. So like, I don't know anyone at all that lives in Massachusetts that is betting on Novig or ProfitX or Onyx odds unless they are severely limited on their state regulated books. I would love to bet FanDuel, MGM, Caesars all day long. They won't let me do that. And now they're not letting you bet sweepstakes. They're not letting you bet the exchanges. So I don't think regulators think, if they think that recreational money is being put on these platforms, I don't think they are. The only people that know about these platforms are sharp bettors that are just limited so much. Yeah, just mostly just main lines where the big three are moving down. I think it's really important to see the movement. Like a regular plus EV play on the exchange, you just can't really trust that much. So I've had really good luck with the main lines. I was talking about earlier in the stream, I've lost a decent amount of money this year betting some like prop stuff into the exchanges, which can be a little tricky. Mostly with baseball, I tried a couple different things that I thought were working that ended up betting heavy on it and getting destroyed. But yeah, I mean, the thing with Novig and ProfitX is like right before game time, you're basically getting both sides of the line at fair value. Like, let's just go over to basketball. You're getting, plus 150, minus 153. So you're almost paying like no vig. So it's like, as efficient as these markets are, it's harder to lose a lot of money because you're betting into such efficient markets. It is harder to make money as well, but Doing well with the model props and main lines from rec books. I mean, that's probably the way to do it. Moonchild is like, we are the sharper, if we're originating our props, I've had success with that. With my running back props and the NBA stuff, I do really well on the exchanges with that. The issue was another service I was using, but we won't go into that right now. But yeah, I kind of agree. It's easier to find value on like FanDuel for main lines than it is on Novig for the most part. And until I've been doing this for like 3 years, so until this most recent year, even like MGM wasn't terrible. Like $100 max bets on their main lines, like Caesars was okay. So I mean, you can stay alive on the retail books betting main lines for a while. So most people don't have that issue where they're needing to bet mainline stuff on there. Let's see what Hard Rock has. So we can maybe post some prices. It's back to 404. So I mean, that's very good downward movement from 236 down to 232. I don't know if there's that many games or if we have a little bug where nothing's updated in a while because there's not many plays, but I know there's also not many games going on. No props for tonight. Yeah, something might be up here. All right, let's go. New promos got posted. No, it wasn't the one we were looking for. Well, there's a way to do it too, is take the pings from the other soft books and just post them on Novig. Yeah, that does well. All right, I might build something fun for this. Well, we have this NBA profit boost that I think we can use. Someone posted that in the Discord, so I'll use that first. Mitch bets fair value is 488. So when we load this up, we have to get better than 488 here. Yeah, the next few months of sports betting is going to be crazy. All right, we got 604, so really good value here. The landscape is going to shift so much. All right, there's an NBA option. All right, I'm going to build something fun, I think, for this Monday Night Football game. Maybe a touchdown score. I'm going to go to Pinnacle Odds Dropper. We're going to see where lines have been moving. Maybe we'll piggyback off of some line movement for the main lines. I think I like the Eagles tonight, to be honest, but the money does not. Odds moving upwards. Pinnacle Odds Dropper does it very similar than us. I mean, Chargers are getting smoked with money at plus 110. For the bots, honestly, I mean, I crushed rebet with the bots, but I haven't had too much volume or luck on the exchanges. Like, let me go to my picket real quick. Where's my main account? Right here. Rebet was my best. This is all bot plays on Rebet this year. I'll show you. So it might be worth it just to smash Rebet. This is before I got limited, but I had a 20% ROI. Made $7,000 on Rebet before they kind of booted me, but it was all sharp money bot plays. I was just absolutely crushing with it. Well, I mean, the bots too, like I said, some people play them as they'll look at Hard Rock, they'll look at FanDuel and DraftKings, and then when an EV play pops up on one of those books, they'll just post it on the exchange and hope it gets filled. But you don't want, we've talked about this before too with, adverse selection. You don't want to post a play out there and have it sit there for 6 hours when NBA news of injuries is coming out and you just get crushed. All right. So, I mean, if we look at this, so Chargers have been taking a ton of money. So, what does FanDuel have for? I mean, actually, even Novig. What does Novig have for this game? Plus 111. You're actually getting better. See, this is a play that I'm actually going to take just on Novig because we've had good movement towards the Chargers. The fair value price is plus 110. So this is a spot that I would look to take the Chargers. I mean, plus 113. So we're getting a slight EV play with the good movement. So I'm going to take, nope, not plus 200. I'm going to take $200 here at plus 113. Chargers plus 117 on a rebet. Yeah, definitely get on that one. Oh, the cease and assist order was issued to Kalshi. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know. I don't know how much they can do to Kalshi if it's regulated. I think there is a lot of court sessions that need to happen to determine whether Kalshi is doing anything legal or illegal. So I'd be shocked if they stopped operating there because I think they think that they're not in the wrong. It would it'd almost be like admitting defeat in that they're doing something wrong if if they just stopped operating, was like, hey, we are actually a sports book and we just stopped. So I would assume Kalshi thinks that New York has no legs to stand on here, but I'm not sure. I'll also talk about that with Sigma. Anyway, back to the sports book. FanDuel to build a parlay. So I'm taking, you can get this plus 110 on FanDuel as well. So I actually don't mind that with the markets are moving right now. So let's do Chargers. Let's do a touchdown score. Let's go Hampton. He's back. Hopefully they use him around the end zone. Let's go with it. Yeah, so I mean, it's exactly kind of what I said. Kalshi suing New York Gaming over it. They don't like that they're being targeted. Yeah, exactly. They're essentially being accused of doing something they don't think they're doing. It's such a, I don't know. In my eyes, like sports betting is very similar to a financial market. I mean, if I traded stocks as like for fun, essentially, like right out of high school, like not knowing what I was doing. It's kind of the same exact research and strategies as like sports betting, where talk to my friends about what stocks can go up, what's going to go down, do like minor research and basically buy something one day, sell it the next week. Like it's, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gambling. If you know what you're doing, it's not really gambling. It's more of a financial market. So I don't know. Hopefully Kalshi can make a good point and good case and stick around. Marion Hampton, Chargers. And what are we thinking? Over, under? What is the over under at? 42. I was going to guess this was like 45. So hate to do a Monday night over, but we're going to do it. So this is kind of I don't think this actually has value, but it's fun to mess around with boost once in a while because you're getting close to fair value if you're just winging it, kind of. So I'm going Chargers, money line, Hampton touchdown, and the over 42.5. Not a whole lot of EV betting going on. Not a whole lot of EV plays today. Let's get a notification from Sleeper. Justin Herbert is healthy, so that's good. Instead of questionable. I need him to put up about 10 fantasy points tonight to make the playoffs in my dynasty league. So glad he's playing. All right. Honestly, I'm going to wrap it up here. I still got some prep work to do for, talking to Gary Conler tomorrow about all the tax stuff. So I'll switch my focus over to that because tomorrow night's going to be a big stream, I think. I think it'll get a lot of eyes on from most people in this community. It's an interesting talking point. So make sure you guys are tuned in tomorrow night. It's going to be an 8:30 p.m. Eastern time start for that tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow, but just let you know it's going to be a little bit later than we thought. So, all right. See you guys.